Now, the Wabash Valley's most accurate and reliable newscast continues with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Lindsay Monroe.
Well, Lindsay, Brittany and I, you heard us talking about it. That video did not seem real. Those two tornadoes coming through that field, it seemed Photoshop.
Amazing. Can you imagine seeing that coming towards you? I mean, I would panic, and there you
Look
can
at
see
that.
it there.
It was just before 5 o'clock. That's Eastern time. It was just after 4 in Central time in Nebraska where this happened. And there were images coming across my Twitter feed that they looked like fake images. And then you go to a live stream of storm chasers that are out there and you actually witness these two tornadoes happening at the same time. And it's just mind blowing.
There you go. You can see both of them.
When you look at that image, the first thing I thought of was back to 1965, about 50 years ago. I think a lot of folks remember the pictures of the Palm Sunday tornadoes that took place in northern Indiana, and that's been about 50 years. So that just goes to show you the time that passes and how rare. So it's not something that's not going to happen, but it's definitely something that we don't see very often at all.
Well, we know that in the Wabash Valley that tornadoes are a possibility really when we get into severe storm season, and you guys are keeping an eye on that, but fortunately it doesn't look like any of that possibility in the near future.
Yeah, we're just going to be dealing with the extreme heat, which can also be dangerous, especially for folks that don't have access to a fan or air conditioning or a way to keep themselves cool. So definitely the time of year where we need to remember our elders, remember the kids, remember pets that are outside. Just make sure everyone has a place to cool off, because we are definitely talking about those temperatures warming back up for us today. We're at 75 outside right now. Winds out of the south-southwest around 9 miles per hour. It's going to continue to pump in those warmer temperatures for us today. Dew point at 66 degrees. The significance of the dew point, it's going to be the measure of the moisture in the atmosphere, and that's really going to tell us what it feels like out there. A dew point temperature of 66 on our muggy meter will put us in the uncomfortable category. We're going to spend most of the day feeling uncomfortable, into the oppressive category with the humidity that's going to continue to be on the higher scale for today. Temperatures across the board are in the low to middle 70s this morning. It's 75 in Casey, 74 in Mattoon, 73 in Robinson, 73 in Alney, and Vincennes is at 70 degrees. A high pressure system going to be battling that system that did bring the severe weather, the tornadoes that you just saw before this weathercast up in Nebraska. That system is off to our north. I do believe the high pressure system is going to win out for today. So what that means for us, perhaps some light rain showers to our north, but we're going to continue to at least see those clearing skies move in as we jump ahead to our afternoon. We're going to do that on Futurecast now, picking it up at 8 o'clock this morning. Watch that clock at the top put us hour by hour through the day. And while Futurecast tries to pick up on some rain showers perhaps developing to our south, I do believe that we stay mainly dry for today. That main story will be the heat. Temperatures getting back into the lower 90s. Keep in mind, winds will increase out of the southwest as well, gusting to 25 miles per hour, and that's going to just continue to usher in all of that moisture, just making you feel uncomfortable outside for today. Here's temperature tracker as we get back to 87 by noon, 88 at 2 p.m., and back into the lower 90s for today's daytime high. And when we introduce that heat index value, that's just the apparent temperature. When you add in the humidity to the actual air temperature, it will feel a little hotter than that even, so keep that in mind outdoors for today. Just be careful. Through the overnight tonight, mostly clear skies. Temperatures fall back into the lower 70s. Winds stay out of the southwest 10 to 15 miles per hour. So again, when we don't cool off through the overnight, that's just going to put us right on track to have another very hot one, and that's going to be the case for our Wednesday as we climb into the lower 90s. Winds out of the southwest 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now there is a chance for a splotch of rain just off to our east during the day on Wednesday, although I do believe the better chance for us to actually get rain here within the valley is going to move in Wednesday night through the overnight into Thursday morning. Here's 4 a.m. on Futurecast. Again, just a chance for a few scattered showers to push through, but this is going to shake up our weather pattern. We'll get into more of an unsettled weather pattern for us as we head through Thursday and even into Friday and next weekend. Rain and storm chances linger for the end of the weekend into the next weekend. So for today, a partly to mostly sunny sky, a hot, humid, and breezy day. A high topping out near 91. Through the overnight tonight, we'll fall back into the lower 70s, so really not cooling off too much for us. Stays warm and muggy. Again, 73 your overnight low temperature. And then for tomorrow, still continuing on with that heat and humidity across the board. Hazy sunshine with a high near 91. So the two hottest days of the week will be today and tomorrow, but it still stays relatively hot as we head through the end of the week. Thursday and Friday, though, we do bring in those rain chances, about a 30% chance of scattered showers and storms through Saturday, ramping that number up to about 40% come Sunday. Finally getting a bit of a break from the heat and humidity come next Monday. Rain exits with a high of 82.